Hello everyone and welcome to Trading Card Nation. Today we are going to rip open a box of Topps 1992 baseball. This will be a Chase throwback. If you haven't seen the first video, I've opened one of these boxes and was trying to pull all the major cards. There's about 25 of them. If they grade well, they have a little bit of value to them. One of the few boxes out there from the junk wax era that you can pull. There's still other gears that you can pull some nice hits out of, but this one here is, to my opinion, is one of the best ones out there. There's a lot of cards that have some value to them. The top 25 is, just outstanding. You're talking Nolan Ryan, Ken Griffey Jr., Deion Sanders, Manley. It just goes on and on and on. So there's several of them that are out there, like I said, as far as, Nolan Ryan, Bo Jackson, Ken Griffey Jr., Ivan Rodriguez, Pudge Rodriguez for the Rangers, Robin Yount, Manny Ramirez. If they're all grade 10s, they're anywhere from 50 to, $40, $50, $60. So they have some good value to them. Mike Messina, Don Mattingly again, Ricky Henderson, and the list goes on and on. Ryan Sandberg, there's a couple of Ricky Hendersons, a couple of Nolan Ryans, record breakers, and then their base cards. Kirby Puckett, George Brett. And the first box that I opened up, we got quite a few nice cards out of them, as far as the Deons, the Bo Jacksons, Frank Thomas, but I did not pull a good Ken Griffey Jr. or a Nolan Ryan. So I broke out the second box. Hopefully I could pull some of them out of this one. Again, it's just a fun rip. It's a nice throwback. If you could pick up some of these boxes, there's still plenty of them out there. To pick up fairly cheap, about $18 a box. So a good price point for the cards. Again, it's just a fun rip, and I hope you enjoy this. And it will take some time. The first box, it took me a little bit, about 40 minutes, 36 packs, and I believe there's 12 cards in each pack, if I'm not mistaken. Again, there's the Nolan card. If you can find one, PSA 10, which you can pull them out. They are some nice cards. A lot of them are amazingly centered. The corners are good. The surface is good. Edges are good. If you can open the packs, that is. So, if you can find some of these boxes, which you still can, there's still plenty of them out there. It'd be worth grabbing you a box or two and see what you can pull out of them. So again, this is going to be a kind of a throwback chase for all the cards that are out there. And again, there's a lot of base. There's there is some good rookies in here also. Manny Ramirez rookies in here. Frank Thomas. I can't remember if he's a second-year card. Bo Jackson. Again, that's and see how well centered that is. I mean, it's just, let me bring this up a little bit. Sorry about that. Yeah, see how well centered it is. The backs, I mean, they're phenomenal cards. It's one of the better. Tops did their due diligence on this, Wade Boggs. So, again, it's a fun rip. If you can get through the, it's not a wax, it's a plastic, so, and they're pretty tight coming in, so gotta be careful not to bend the corners pulling them out of there. And Junior Ortiz, some nice old school Jim Abbott, the one-handed pitcher, which is a nice card. Ricky Henderson, that's one of the nicer ones out there. Let me spread this out a little bit so. And hopefully we pull a nice King Griffey. The one King Griffey that I did pull out of the last box was unfortunately off-centered pretty good top to bottom. So we didn't pull a Nolan, which is kind of rare because you can almost pull a complete set, almost complete set out of one box. There we go, a Don Mattingly. And look how nicely centered that one is. So, again, Dave Stewart. Let me bring this up just a little bit more. Dave Stewart. Especially, if you're doing team sets, you can generally pull the majority of the cards out. Of each team. You might have to open a second box. It really all depends. Again, I mean, these are very tight wrapped. Unfortunately, or fortunately, really, keeps the cards in pristine condition. Ruben Sierra. There we go, Cal Ripken. Definitely, we have several of them, so I'm just got some double stack, multi-stack. Most of these. And all the draft picks that come out. Mark McGuire is another one. Mark Grace. So I do have had several boxes, well, 3 or 4 boxes of these, but I'm gonna this be my second one. I think I have one more if I need to open them, which would probably be, there's a Frank Thomas. I believe that Frank Thomas is a second year, if I'm not. Third year. 92, yeah, it'd be a third year. Well, 2 checklists on that one. And there's some, like I said, the photography on these are extremely nice. The cards, as you can tell, they're pretty much centered up. I was kind of surprised on that one King Griffey card that I pulled. It was so off center, top to bottom. Hopefully I can pull another one out of that. Let's bring this back up. Once I get some of these cards out of the way, I'll straighten these stands up a little bit. One Guzman. And most, it depends on your card shop. You can probably get most of these about $18 a box, maybe, depending, maybe a little more. So less than 20 anyhow. Should be able to get them for. Go Plantier. And again, a lot of the what they call draft picks or future stars. There's only really a few of them out there that hold value. Again, the plastic can give you a hard time. McGee, Tommy Lasorda, but like I said, see some Fielder, and that is one stack out. Try to get some of these out of the way. They have Ricky Henderson. That's a nice one. Well centered. And I apologize for some of the stops in regular. My sinuses are really acting up, so I gotta issue with a runny nose tonight. And I apologize for that. And I'm trying to keep plus having a little issue with a toothache. So Paul monitor, nice one there. And then the match stats, you can win, I think, $100,000 shopping spree at a card show. That's of course Jim Tomey, another nice one, nicely centered. Corners are sharp, edges are sharp. That's another one I did not. I think I might have pulled him. Bobby Witt, Senior. Generally catch it just right. These will open a lot easier. I don't knock this over. Hill, Allison, Foster, Ken Griffey Jr. And again, slightly off top to bottom. But again, that's still, that's it's close. Maybe not a 10 or 9. Cal Ripken. Hopefully we can pull a second Ken Griffey Jr. out of that. Nichols, Rob Deere, Tony Pena, Wally Joyner, David Cone. A lot of Hall of Famers in here too, so that will also add to the appeal to this product. Tony Gwynn, Hershiser, Miller, and Kenny Lofton. That's another nice one. That one's a little off center too, unfortunately, but still a nice card. I did pull a perfectly centered one in the last box. So there you go, Mike Messina. That's slightly off. They're not all going to be perfect, but you get some that are. Randy Johnson. Leo Franco. Top prospects. You do get a nice tops prospects out of this product also. And again, these things are so tight. Well, I might not get to open this one. Speed it up just a little bit. Fred McGriff, Crime Dog, part of the Killer Bees. Black Living, ex-Ranger, Joe Carter, and generally the correlation on these are fairly decent. That's why you can generally fill sets for these weeks. You don't get a lot of duplicates. Unfortunately, on some cards you wish you could, like the Nolan Ryan, like Ken Griffey Jr., the Jim Thome, the Bo Jacksons, the Ricky Hendersons. Yeah, that's the last card on the second. So that finishes the second stack off. I don't knock everything over. Tony Gwynn on that one. Move these out of the way. Gone. Ah, there we go. Another second Ken Griffey. That's close. That is real close. A little bit on this side. Sorry about that. But there's your second card. Roger Clements. Ozzie Smith. Another nice card. Tom Glavine. 24 minutes. A little bit better than the last one, but again, you can always speed up because I will pause on the primary cards we're going for. So you can see that. And Montgomery. But it is a very sweet design. Top's, the back's clean, straightforward, not a lot of clutter. Fred McGriff. Joe Carter. Lisa Fielder. Ron Pruitt. Bobby B. And Joe Carter. And I hope I get another one here pretty soon, because I do not want to have to open up that third box. I keep one of them. I was surprised I got 2 Ken Griffey's, because the correlation is that good. I may just open up the third box just to go ahead and make get a complete set made up. Gary Carter, Jim Abbott again. That's a variation. Another Bo Jackson. It's not gonna let me be an easy opening this time for some reason. Will Clark, Wade Boggs, another Jim Abbott, and Reggie Sanders. No Dion's in this one yet. No Nolan. Oh, it's going to be one of those packs that resist your. Another Ricky Henderson in the mix, it looks like. And the gold, that's one you think. We're not looking for a manager, though. You get a gold, Ken Griffey, Nolan Ryan, any of the ones we talked about. That's definitely, but there's one per box is all there is. If you get underneath them, and it ain't gonna let me get underneath it. Oh. Greg Maddox. Come on, no one. Number 3, checklist out of 6. And then the last one for that third stack. Oh, this is not my day for opening this hard plastic wrappers. Another Ricky Henderson. It's amazing how you get multiples of one, but you don't get any of another player. Mark McGuire, Mark Grace, number 6 of 6, and Greg Jeffries. Okay, that is the last pack of the third. And now we're gonna move into the fourth, and hopefully we get at least one, preferably 2, but at least one Nolan. Well, cannot get it out on them corners. You got to be careful at, because they will bend those corners up pretty good if you don't watch it. A lot of cardboard dust. 33 minutes. Will Clark. Ryan Sandberg. And this guy here, I've never understood what makes his card so valuable. This one here is not so much, but his rookie cards, if someone can enlighten me on why his rookie cards are demand such a premium. But I've asked that question for years, and no one's been able to answer that question satisfactory. But there's a Dion. Okay. Dave Winfield. Kenny Rogers. So here we go. Ken Griffey Sr., Roger Clements, Ozzie Smith, Tom Glavine, Jeff Bagwell, and Barry Larkins. That was a nice little pack there. I apologize for kind of stopping a little bit, but yeah, with sinus issues, it will. And you also get Chipper Jones in this also, rookie prospect, which I believe will be coming up here in just a minute. Dean Palmer. And there's that. Chipper Jones, top prospect card. Shortstops. Gary Sheffield. Eric Snow. There's a Manny Ramirez. Again, another nice sharp card. Only 4 more packs. We're running slim. For Nolan. My luck's been going, probably getting Nolan, but it'd be way off centered or miscut severely. But we'll keep pressing on until we get a nice one. And a Pudge Rodriguez I have not pulled. So, be 2 cards that I'm really gunning for. And still 2 packs to go. Can we get it? There's a Robin Yount. Jose Canseco. And let's see here. Looks like we got a train coming by, unfortunately. He'll make a bunch of noise until... Apologize for that. And for the last pack, no Noah, no Pudge. So what I would do is I would probably open that third box. I'll go find me another box, one or the other. And I probably won't post it. I will film it. I probably won't post it unless I pull a Nolan and a Pudge. Edgar Martinez, Glenn Davis, Todd Van Poppel, Bobby Witt. If I don't knock over my camera. And we're getting down to the last few. And no Nolan or Pudge. But I hope you enjoyed it. It was a fun rip. It's a long rip, unfortunately. But again, that's one of the benefits of watching a video. You can always fast forward it. So I hope you don't. I hope you look through the whole thing. But if you do fast forward it, you know, I'm glad you are. We did pull a couple of nice King Grippies. I don't think they'll make 10s, but there'll be some 9s anyhow, I think. Robbie Yount, Jim Thome, Manny Ramirez, Deion Sanders. So we did pull some nice cards, just not the two though. We're really shooting for the Nolan Ryan base card and the Nolan Ryan record breaker. So that's 2 plus the Pudge Rodriguez base card. So the chase continues. So I will open up my third box, and unless you want to see it, you know, if you want to see it, leave it down in the comments that you would like to see the fourth box, or actually, yeah, fourth box or third box. Unless you want to see it. But if I don't get much comments on it, I probably won't, unless I do pull some Ryans and Pudge and all the other ones, hopefully. So, if you did like it, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. If you have not subscribed, please do so. And ring that notification bell for all the upcoming videos. And until next time, I hope everybody stays safe and healthy, and we will see you then.